Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com. It is finally game week for high school football. We head over to Bentonville West to see how the Wolverines are getting ready for this season. And it's also got a lot of action going on in other sports as well to highlight for you today. It is Monday, August 25th, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome in and happy Monday to Varsity Vibe Today. I'm Alyssa Orange, your host. Excited for you guys to join us because we've made it. It is week 0, so let's jump right into our Lewis Automotive opening drive. Looking to upgrade your vehicle? It is trade-in, trade-out event at Lewis Automotive. Get double the factory warranty, all backed by the Lewis Guarantee, happening now in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Farmington. So last week we saw a lot of teams in our area have benefit games just to give them a pretty good benchmark on where their team is heading in to this week 0 of action. Of course, Fayetteville went down to Greenwood. You had Rogers who went over and did a little 3-team benefit game with Russellville and Cabot, Shiloh and Springdale, Gravette and Siloam, Harbor and Tulsa Union. And a lot of these teams just feeling really good about where their team is right now heading into the season. Still might have some question marks, but again, that's going to happen when seasons start and you don't really know what you're going to get exactly from your team until you see them play in a real game. And that's what's going to happen on Friday. There's a lot of other action happening though around high school sports. Golf, for example, continuing to heat up. They've got a 6 West tournament today out at Fayetteville Country Club that started at 9 this morning. Volleyball season's going to start for a lot of teams in the area as well. And we know how competitive volleyball is, specifically up here in Northwest Arkansas. So that's going to be fun to highlight all those results as the season gets started there. And going back to football, when you look at a team like Bentonville West, they started 0-6 last season under head coach Bryan Pratt, and they were able to turn things around. There was no quit in this team. They didn't just put their heads down and just ride out the rest of the season. They rallied. They were able to win games down at the end of the regular season, and then they went into the state playoffs, knocking off Little Rock Christian before eventually falling to Bentonville. But it's that kind of adversity that this team is going to take with them into this brand new season in 2025. And they're really excited about what this Wolverines team looks like, led by senior quarterback Tre Thompson. Bryan Pratt and Tre Thompson going to join us after the break.
If you're an athlete that wants to improve your game, maybe improve your 40, jump higher, have better agility, Bridges Therapy Group's Sport Recovery and Development Program can help. They've been helping student athletes reach their highest potential for quite a while now. They've got a team that includes physical therapists, athletic trainers, personal trainers, and occupational therapists. And together, they design individual plans to build speed, explosive power, agility, strength, and endurance. Whether your athlete's returning from rehab or working for a competitive edge, SRD provides the training and guidance to help them succeed. Schedule your athlete's assessment today at srdathlete.com.
QuickTurf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, QuickTurf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
Matt Lewis with Lewis Automotive Group, excited to announce our trade-in, trade-up event. During this event, you get thousands extra for your trade value. Plus, it's all backed by the Lewis Guarantee. Double the factory warranty, that's a 10-year, 120,000-mile powertrain, plus you get 1 year worth of maintenance on us. This event's only going on at Lewis Automotive Group and is at all of our locations in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Farmington.
Could a little extra support help your child shine even brighter? Bridges Therapy Group empowers kids to live their best life with expert pediatric therapy services tailored to their needs. Their team offers occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy, guiding families from the first evaluation to every milestone along the way. Give your child the tools to succeed and shine. Visit btgpeds.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today. That's btgpeds.com. Happy to be joined now by Bryan Pratt, head coach at Bentonville West, alongside senior quarterback Tre Thompson. Guys, thanks for joining us, and I know you're excited for the season to start. You've got a scrimmage under your belt. Spring is over, fall is over, and now all you have to do is get ready for game week. Where's it been the most exciting for you, Coach, when you look at this brand new team and the potential you think you have there at Bentonville West?
I think the one thing we're excited about is, last year was a tough year for us, and we started so many underclassmen, sophomores and freshmen everywhere. And, in 7A, that's not a good thing. But the way we rallied at the end of the season and won a playoff game says a lot about the character of our team. And then to have those guys come back and really focus on off-season with our strength and conditioning coach, Ben Widger, has been awesome, getting to see those guys get bigger and faster and stronger, and then start playing in the spring and summer, start seeing some success that they've had because of that. And just I guess the one thing that when I look at Tre and the other guys that are here, just watching them when they were freshmen at the level that they were at and compared to what they're at now, it says a lot about what they're doing for our program.
Tre, what is that like going through the start of the season, 0-6? Again, as Coach said, you guys rally and are able to bounce back and finish strong. To go through that adversity last season, what did it teach you specifically about yourself as a player and about your teammates?
It was a rough time starting off with the start we had last season. But a lot of those games were close, so it kind of gave us something to look for next season, knowing that we were that close to having a better record and having a better seed in the conference. It really fueled us to, we need to learn how to finish games when it's close. So going into this season, I think we'll be a lot better and a lot more well-rounded in finishing games and getting wins.
How did it grow you as a quarterback on the field? Did you have to be more of a vocal leader out there, or were you already one?
It definitely made me have to establish myself in the locker room because, going 0-6, there's going to be a lot of talk about the team outside of the locker room and inside the locker room. So having to kind of shut that down and telling the team that we just got to focus on ourselves, it really did develop me as a quarterback and a leader.
Coach, what did you see in the locker room through all of that and the adversity you guys were going through? You mentioned how it kind of just rallied guys together, but did you see these guys kind of grow up as the season unfolded?
Yeah, that anytime you're in life, and obviously we're competitive and want to try to win football games, but the most important thing is we teach these young men to be productive citizens in society. And so no matter what happens, at what age you are in, you're going to have some kind of adversity that's going to come to you. And so we try to use it in that terms as, hey, you're going to have rough times in your life, and you're going to have rough times in the season, and you're going to have to be able to battle and handle the adversity well. And, right now we're looking at one of the quotes that we told them last year is, don't worry about the storms, just learn to dance in the rain. And so after we won a game, I think our first game, we were 0-6 and we beat Harbor in overtime. And, the kids are running down like this was like dancing in the rain. And, so it's fun to see it all tie over to football and life and all kind of mesh together for these guys. And that's our hope that we can make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So when that adversity does hit, you know how you're going to be able to handle it and not let it affect us as a football family.
Tell me about the guy sitting beside you, Coach. How much do you trust him, not only as a quarterback, but a leader in your locker room to help guide this team this season?
He is he's a special young man, and to see where he's came from when he was a freshman, he wasn't even our starting quarterback as a freshman. And I can remember thinking, boy, we're gonna have to find another place for him to play. He's probably not gonna be a quarterback. And then the hard work and effort that he put in. Obviously, his dad's my defensive coordinator and best friend of mine since we were in college and played college ball together. So to watch him grow and get to excel like he is now, it's pretty special. But just watching him as a quarterback, you hear people call and say, man, he's really good. And I think what's happened with Tre is, his first start last year was against Greenwood. And and then you're playing
Tough task.
then you're playing Cabot and you're playing Muskogee and you're playing Fayetteville. I mean, he's getting hit. Things are happening really fast for him. And I think all of that, through that, he kept a positive mindset and everything. And now the game slowed down a little bit for him. And now, he's able to perform where we want him to. And he's been a great leader for these young guys. He's a great example for a kid that maybe doesn't start as a freshman, that wants to work himself and be a player later on down the line. And it's what he's done. And he's very special to me in this program. He's been running around, throwing footballs around since he was about, 7 years old out here on the football field. So very special to us, a great family friend. I have a daughter that's a senior as well. And so it's fun watching them grow and get to experience this together.
Tre, tell me about that growth as a quarterback, and maybe just looking specifically over the last couple of years. Where do you feel like you've really grown and been able to hone your talents and continue to elevate your game?
Well, I didn't even start off playing quarterback until my sophomore year. That was the first time I got to start. It was my first JV season as starting quarterback, and then going into my junior year, playing those tough teams. I really think I would rather have it any other way, because not getting to play as a 8th grader, 7th grader at the quarterback position really made me go into extra work. Like, I had to work harder and be better than everyone else to be able to get that in a position where I could be the starting quarterback for our team. So, but junior year, really getting that opportunity to play some really good competition really helped me elevate my game, not only physically, but mentally, being able to process things faster, being able to get the ball out, being able to overall just throw the ball better, and just getting to where I am right now.
What do you want to accomplish this year in your game? What are some areas of your game that you want to continue to work on?
What I want to continue to work on is relying on my teammates more, because I feel like sometimes I try to rely on my athletic ability. So getting the ball to my teammates when they're open, especially, or like when they have space around them, that's something I need to work on, because sometimes I try to rely on myself. So just finding Coach Pratt always tells me just take what the defense gives you. Sometimes I try to force it downfield, just need to take what the defense gives me. So that's what I'm trying to work on.
Coach, you've reached game week. How excited are you guys just to run out there and play again?
Well, I mean, we said all off season, run it back and, run these games back again. Let's get another chance to go out and compete. And, what a great opportunity for us Friday night to go to Greenwood, probably one of the coolest places to play a high school football game in Arkansas, a team that has an unbelievable winning streak. Coach Young and the staff did a phenomenal job. A great quarterback, and we got a pretty good one that's going to roll in there as well. And we want to go out and compete. And I'm really proud of this team, not only the way they work, but the way they handle themselves in the school building and in the community. And they represent us in a positive way, and that's the most important thing.
Tell me a few guys you want people to know about on your roster to keep an eye on.
Well, I think
that's the guy sitting beside you, right?
I don't think anyone's going to have a problem recognizing this one, but we also have a few other seniors that offensively on the side with him. Our running back, Braden Nash, a receiver, Will Davis, another receiver, Jackson Lane. Those are all senior guys that really worked to put themselves in the position to be successful. And then we have a lot of underclassmen on defense. I think right now we have 9 starters that are underclassmen, and we have some guys Ashton Jones is a safety that's got a chance to be really good. Quentin Lavallee, another linebacker that's good. Dane Rennick, a kid that moved here, 2-time state champion wrestler, plays outside linebacker. He's going into his junior campaign. He's kind of the leader of our defense, and we're excited about him. And then we have some really young kids that, our freshman team won the conference title for the first time in our 10-year history last year. And, some of those guys are going to step in and play. We have a return starting O-lineman, Keegan Larson, who's just a sophomore. And then we have a little running back named VJ Warren that's a sophomore as well. He's pretty special. Another sophomore is Asher Swoboda. The Swoboda name, we've had 2 brothers that have been through and already played college football, and they actually both coach on my staff now. And he's a sophomore receiver, tight end F kid that has started as a freshman for us last year and has really done well already in his sophomore year. So, we're pretty loaded with some guys, and that's what makes us. It's not about one guy that you stop or one guy that it's not just Tre. It's like you said, we want it to be a team effort, and we're all out here fighting for the same purpose, and just really proud of the team. We're excited for the year to get started, and we got a bad taste in our mouth last year, and we want to get it washed out.
Tre, my last question going to you, a message to Bentonville West fans as you guys start this season, what would it be?
It's going to be a special year.
Simple as that. I love it. Guys, thanks so much. Coach, Tre, best of luck this season and excited to see you guys in action. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Now, not to reopen any old wounds, but they open up the season with Greenwood on the road. Last year, they opened up the season with Greenwood as well in a 70-35 loss. We'll see how Bentonville West squares up with the Bulldogs of Greenwood in week 0 on Friday. Make sure to like Varsity Vibe on social media. Follow us on Instagram, X, Facebook, wherever you soak in your social media, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our podcast. Make sure you don't miss any of our episodes where we're bringing you all the latest information in high school sports. That is going to do it on this Monday. Thank you so much for joining us. A special shout out to our sponsors, Lewis Automotive, Lindsay Management, Bridges Therapy Group, and Quick Turf. We'll see you tomorrow.